right, welcome back to the channel, everyone. We are here today at the off-grid property, and it is construction day. I am so excited to be finally putting the cabin together. I have a crew here from church. I've got Ron, I've got Nate, I've got my dad, who you've seen before, I've got Lane and Ben, and so we are gonna get started. Enjoy today's video. What you thinking, Ben?
I'm guessing it's just gonna leave it down and fall straight that direction.
Well, whatever you can do, it won't.
As long as it doesn't fall in the shop, but even then, I don't.
All that we care about.
Can we get you got a rope we can try and throw something up
Yep.
into that?
Yeah, it's in the shop on the ground. Why don't you grab that, Lane? This is a tree that we need to drop so it doesn't fall on the cabin. Can't talk. We are getting our cut station set up right now, getting our supplies laid out. Ben's about to cut down this tree. Lane's about to pull. So as you see, Ben was trying to cut this down with the chainsaw, but we couldn't quite get it to work with us. The blade was just dull and not moving like we wanted. And my dad tried the reciprocating saw. In the end, we had to just go the old school way and chop it down with this axe. And as you see, it did not fall how we wanted. It fell in the right direction, but it got caught up in the other tree limb. So if you look on the left, that's me pulling with the winch on the four-wheeler, and we were able to get it knocked down, and we would cut it up later. That's the problem. I always look cool. Come on, you don't have anything to say on that?
Hold it. Those boards are not.
Somebody left Jesus in Collierville.
I guess.
Those boards are not level.
We used pressure-treated 2x8s to form the framing of the subfloor, and so I used double plates here on the outside and for the middle beam, and then all the cross braces were just single file.
Got rid of the project manager.
Yep. Everybody blames management. They always do. All right, we're slowly moving along. That tree set us back an hour. Tugging on it. We got this maple tree all falling down, and I think that was the wise move, even though it did put us back about 6 man-hours. We were just kind of standing around. Got it done. It's going to give us room for this corner. Have the outside done. We're working on this middle beam right now. Got Ben and Lane marking 16 inches on center. That way we'll know exactly where to put our floor joists and be rocking and rolling.
Into it so fast I couldn't.
Here's a fun little trick. If you need to move things closer together, you can use a spare piece of wood as leverage to push them together. Thought it worked out really well. All right, it's about 90 or so outside right now. So we are going through bottles of water and Gatorade quickly, but we are making progress on the floor joists. And it's funny because everyone kind of sinks into their own role. My dad is the chute guy. We got Ben and Lane who are hanging the joist hangers. Nate and I are kind of doing a little bit of everything. And then Ben and Lane are, no, and then Ron is our cut man. So we're kind of getting our groove, moving along. We're gonna finish up one side here. That way we can start laying down the subfloor while we start putting the joists on the other side. So trying to work efficiently as possible. So it is 11:13 in the morning. So it's taking us about a couple hours to get this done, but we're getting there. I'm not sure if this is needed, but we put these little cross members in just to keep the boards from flexing to the left or right. It makes everything nice and symmetrical. All right, Ben, is this as far as you thought we would be right now? Or further, or the same, or do you think more would be done?
It's lunchtime, so I figured we would at least have this done. Maybe the subfloor down before we went to lunch, but yeah.
What about you, Nate? What do you
Yeah.
think we'd have done?
Subfloor, same.
Well, the subfloor will take 5 minutes because this literally just, everything lines up perfectly, and I just take this and
Famous last words.
shoot it down.
Here you go. Last log.
Last log of the framing. It does look cool, doesn't it? This is how 60-year-olds break their knees.
Lane, get off the boards. No, I'm just kidding, man. Don't listen to me.
All right, so we have the framing done for the flooring. The floor joists are in place. They're being held up by joist hangers. And now it is time to do the subfloor. I have 3/4 inch subfloor. I did 3/8 inch on the shop. And when you walk, you feel it flexing and it drives me nuts, even though we put 1,000 nails in it. So went thicker here, so we're not gonna have any of those issues. And everything is built on a 4-foot by 8-foot system. So the cabin is 24 feet long, 16 feet wide. So in theory, these should just set right into place. And then when we build the walls, everything will be 8 foot on the side. That includes the subfloor. So it should just be going together pretty quickly at this point. It's just knocking this down, and then we'll call it a day for this part of the project. That is a wrap for today's video. We have finished the framing and the subflooring for the foundation, and it's looking fantastic. I'm so glad I went with 3/4 inch plywood. It is so sturdy and so level. I love it. Hey, Please like and subscribe so that you don't miss any of the off-grid cabin videos, as I'm striving to build this little retreat for my family and friends, and just give everybody an opportunity to get out in God's creation and explore it. So love you guys, grateful to have you along the journey. It was a great day. Thanks.